Yo, what's up, my unknown soul here, bringing you a new video. Location currently is in my car. It is parked, so don't worry. I'm not one of those people who does videos and driving and all that stuff. But anyways, I'm actually bringing this video because it's something that I'm very passionate about and something I'm very interested in doing. So, on my journey towards my fulfillment in life, one of the things I decided to do was to start reading again. And obviously, you want to create some sort of foundation of what you want to read. So one of the things I'm learning to read is how to go to a place in income-wise that I feel fulfilled. And I can tell you honestly that all about my life, I basically been trying to find a way that I have the freedom where I work, meaning that I want to be able to be not just at one set place in an office or in a cubicle for 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day, making just a set salary because my job is contingent upon the hours that I devote. I feel that my income or my worth in life is just based on what I'm doing. It shouldn't be about my hours. It should be about the subject matter itself, not about the time into it, because let's face it, time is a very finicky way of measuring someone's worth, because sometimes your time may not mean much and sometimes your time is priceless. And one of the books that I'm reading that discusses this ideology is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So basically, you can see where I'm going with this. This is basically, if you're an entrepreneur or you're somebody who wants to do a lot of deep thinking, this is actually a good book to read, because I can concede that at first I was one of those type of people that, thought these type of books were bullshit. These books were, just a way to make more money. And I actually decided that, you know what, I'm going to give this book a shot. I'm going to read it. And I can tell you that for a fact, I loved it. And the reason why I loved it is because it's not talking about buying things or, buying into these systems. It's more about changing your mindset, because a lot of people, they have, I would guess, call it an employee mindset, meaning that they value money in terms of hours devoted. They don't determine their worker worth as opposed to a contribution, or in terms of what they're doing, the subject matter. And I've always been a big proponent of doing something that is meaningful to you. That's why I did b-boying, because I felt that being a b-boy was very meaningful to me, and I feel like little by little I'm capturing that back. But anyways, so this book basically recants a lot of tales of famous entrepreneurs or famous business people, Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, famous inventor. Then you have a bunch of other people. You have the person who invented Coca-Cola. And it all starts with an ideology and an idea that you're going to do it. And it's really good to think this way, because when you begin to think about where you want to be more and more, you start to change your mindset in terms of how you're going to do it. Because when you are dead resolute on deciding, I'm going to do this, and the more and more you think about that every day of, I'm going to do this, is eventually you're going to have that moment of revelation saying, how I'm going to do this. You're going to start seeing things differently, because now you're looking at the why, the what, and the how I'm doing it. And for me, like I told you, I'm doing the entrepreneur mindset. I'm looking into e-commerce business. I've already gained a second source of income in Turking, a mechanical Turk. It's something I can probably talk about in another video. And now I'm looking at the next source of income, because with that, I would have essentially 3 sources of income. My main job, I'm here. I have my Turking work is online. And if I do e-commerce, that would be another source of income. And it all compiles, because then you could start seeing where stuff begins to grow, where the opportunities are better. And you can start just building a foundation of where you want to be on just that principle alone. Also in this book basically talks about, things that you fear, things that could impede your growth, things that in your mind, it could be some sort of fear. So one of the things that I embraced was, I have this big fear of failure, and I tend to play it safe. So I'm a very conservative type of person. It's why I went to college. It's why I basically listened to a lot of people told me saying, you know, go to school, build your foundation in school, yada, yada, yada. And I followed those steps. And, you know, while I was semi-successful in my career opportunities, I feel like there's still just that cap. And I don't want to be bound to just that ceiling that I can reach. I feel that my potential is much greater than that in here. And the way I have to do that is I have to think more and more that way. So that's where I'm going with this. But anyways, this is actually my second go around with this book. So I actually finished reading it last week, but I want to read it more and more because I want to be able to capture all the minute ideologies, everything that is involved in this book. So, you know, it makes you question a lot of what you do in life. It makes you actually self-evaluate where you are in life. And this is all without talking about money. This is not talking about, you know, things that could be superficial, because before you can get to the superficial, you have to get into the internal. Now, why this book made me also motivated me to start dancing again was because it's really talking about idea fulfillment. And one of the things I enjoyed doing at one point was YouTube videos. And the reason why I did the YouTube videos, and this is, like I said, it goes in deeper and deeper, was because I wanted to give some sort of timeline or some sort of, like, how can I explain it? Some sort of capture moments in time that I can show to my child, because these days people are digitally saving everything, but at the same time, some of the content matter is not meaningful. So one of the reasons why I'm even doing this video in the first place is because hopefully that it's reached somebody, they can pass that knowledge along, or it can change their life. And once again, like I said, I'm going to go through this probably one other time, but yeah, Think and Grow Rich, not a bad book. Pretty short reads, about 250 pages. They also have the audiobook on YouTube, because I do that as well. And I definitely suggest it's just good reading. I could go in depth, but I think that some of the ideas are just too abstract to go in depth, and I would not do the book justice. But all I can tell you is that Think and Grow Rich is not just money rich. It's really growing rich in your perception of the world. So, and that all starts with just one idea. Coca-Cola started with one idea. U.S. Steel started with one idea. Thomas Edison's idea of the light bulb started with just one idea that manifested into a multitude of things, because obviously, if you follow your history, you know who Andrew Carnegie is, what he's done in life, you know who Thomas Edison is, you know all the thousands or hundreds of thousands of patents that he created, and all this started with an idea. So, anyways, that's about it. So if you guys are interested, or if you guys read this book before and want to talk about it, feel free to hit me up. So this is Soul signing off. Hope you guys have a great day. Ultimate Unknowns. Peace.